Hi, I'm Ellie.
And I'm Neve.
And today we are with the gorgeous Manchester-based alt-pop musician Spxngbreak. So hello there, good sir.
Hello, how are we doing?
Good,
We're
thank
good.
you.
We're good. Hope you're good too. So first of all, let's jump straight into things. Just how are you? How's life? Have you been up to much this week?
Life is very strange. I have actually only just moved to Manchester, so I've been well, I'm technically not a Mancunian, but I've lived in Manchester for only 2 weeks. So I have only just moved from London. I've moved in with my girlfriend here in Stretford, and what you're seeing is the best I could do for the studio in the last 2 weeks. So yeah, it's been a bit of a mad period, but good, very good.
So originally from down south, are you then?
Originally from the Big Smoke, like the place that shall not be named by Manchester people. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think
originally North London.
right. So that's the thing though, isn't it? Because Manchester is like quite a hub for musicians and stuff. So being from down south, that's the last time I'll do that now. I'm spent on that.
No, continue.
No, thank you. How do you think you've kind of developed your sound as an artist? Because it is quite unique, I'll say that properly. And when we posted you got a lot of comments and people like you had to unprivate your account because, you're an in-demand bloke now. So talk to me about your sound as an artist.
Yeah, so it's a weird one because the sound of Spxngbreak actually started in London and then spent probably 5 or 6 years. I took 5 or 6 years off from writing music. I became a dad and did all the daddy things and then had to get a normal job, and have only just in the last year and a little bit started thinking about pushing Spxngbreak as a project again. So it started in London and then I moved to Manchester and then started writing in my second year of living in Manchester, and then moved back to London for 1.5 years, and now I've moved back to Manchester again. So the sound has been molded by the two places. My love of home, my love of my parents' 80s music collection, and then the understanding of living on your own and being generally kind of sad and kind of lots of longing and romantic moments happening. Those things all combined have made what you hear now.
Wow, it's so nice to hear. Not nice to hear, sad moments, but the sort of amalgamation of everything coming together and just making such, as Ellie said, such a great sound. And then your new single, All Night. Would you say sort of the creative process behind that's been sort of similar, been sort of influenced by your moves, or is there sort of a different process behind that?
So the last single, All Night, is one of the craziest song stories of my entire 15 and a little bit songwriting careers, because I was scrolling through Reddit just on an evening and through the We Are the Music Makers Reddit page or whatever, and just listening to new stuff, looking for stuff that I liked. And I saw a guy from Argentina had posted a production he made. And I was like, oh, this sounds really cool. And it was the chords that ended up being All Night. And I messaged him on Reddit and I was like, dude, this is really cool. Can I work on it? He was like, yes. He sent me the project. And 2 hours later, I sent him back the almost a complete song, all the vocals, all the guitars, all the drums, absolutely everything. And he was like, flaming heck, how on earth did you do that so quickly? And I was like, well, when you've got good basic source material, it's very easy to turn it into something good. And I was living 300 miles away in London, missing my girlfriend, so I wrote a very sad song about how lonely I was. And then I felt like I needed a little bit of a nice sprinkle, and then contacted my friend Aidan, who ended up playing sax on the song, and it kind of all came together. So the original production from Argentina, then me writing it in London, and Aidan finishing it off from his bedroom in North London as well. So yeah, lots of traveling on that one, but via the web instead of me driving back and forth.
Yeah, my gosh, what a story. And you know what I loved about that as well? I'm not just kind of disregarding the content of what you actually said, but I loved how you went flaming hell, because nobody says that. But I was like, thanks for not swearing.
Yeah, I'm trying very hard. I got a 3-year-old and a 7-year-old, so I've got to keep a lid on it at some points. and I have like a mildly boring corporate job where I'm not allowed to use naughty words, so I have to keep a lid on my normally quite vulgar mouth.
Just out of interest, because you've got young kids, are there any words, like, for example, if you fell up the stairs or you stubbed your toe or you cut yourself, what would you just say? Oh, fiddlesticks. Like, what do you say instead?
I don't know if I would go for fiddlesticks, if I'm completely honest. I'm not sure, actually. I'll have to keep an eye on that. If I do stub my toe or like spill water on myself, I'll shoot you a message and tell you what I end up saying. I have no idea, to be honest.
Let us know. And imagine we could go anywhere at the minute, because we love asking people this question. Pretend the pandemic or whatever hasn't happened, isn't happening. If you could go anywhere on holiday, it could be a staycation, it could be the other side of the world. Where would you go and why?
I would probably go to Portugal, because my girlfriend's parents actually live there. And she was kind enough, well, they were kind enough to invite us there last year, and we managed to go in this like 10-day period when it was allowed. So like it wasn't allowed, then it was, and then we went, and on the day we were flying home, they like cancelled it all again. They said, no one's allowed to fly in and out. So we were like, cool, we managed to get the only 10 days of last year that it was legal to go there, which was amazing. And we actually shot the video for the previous single, which is a song called Driving You Home. We shot it while we're on holiday. So we're like driving around on Lauren's dad's boat and like going out for dinner and walking on the beach. And yeah, it was really, really sick. And the plan is at some point to try and get back there this year. Like we're in talks to like make that happen. And then there'll be like another lovely, like sunny video happening. So that would be the dream, is to go back there and swim in the pool and eat beautiful food and drink wine on the beach and sunbathe, basically.
That sounds amazing. I was going to say, I wonder if you managed to, but obviously you didn't. Did you manage to get out in that, that weird slot where they were like, yeah, you can go to Portugal for a few days, and then they were like, no, you can't actually,
No.
Side.
We're trying to like keep an eye on it, and then book. We'll have to book at the last minute, basically, and then we've both got the time off work, so we're ready to go. We've got like a friend of mine has offered us his apartment in Mallorca as well. So if it all doesn't happen, we'll fly there instead.
God, you've got all the links, haven't you? That's what we like. But me and Neve are dying to know. Can you give us a little wrap up of, number one, what's going on for you for the rest of the year? And Neve, you asked the socials question because you got that.
Where can we find you on the social media? On the social media? On the social
media. On the one social media.
I've got vaccine brain. I'm all over the shop. Where can we find you on social media?
I'm halfway through the vaccine, so my 5G has never been better. So I'm pretty excited about that. What have I got going on for the rest of the year? So All Night was like my reintroduction to releasing songs this year. It's been basically an entire calendar year since I had a song out, so it was nice to kind of get back on the bike. I have then got a 4-track EP coming out on Plum Squad Records, who basically the Plum Squad Records is like loosely affiliated with the dance app Disclosure. So Disclosure's Discord channel is like full of the most talented, smartest, coolest musical people in the entire world. And from that group has started a label, and they're going to release my new EP for me. It has got features from Sydney Jane, who is a singer from LA. It's being produced, exec produced by Oral Ponic, who is also in LA. I've got remixes from Lee Buzz, who's a German musician, from Johnny Ellis, who I actually work with in my day job. He's done a lo-fi remix for me, which is sick. Who else is on it? Memory, I believe he's from San Diego. He's done like a housey dance mix for me. There's loads of cool stuff. So the EP is coming out at the end of this month, very likely, or maybe slightly later. And then there'll be like a B-sides EP as well, which will be all of the remixes, maybe some like acoustic bathroom versions for the kind of study lo-fi crew. And where can you find me on socials? It's Spxngbreak on almost everything. I didn't manage to get it on Twitter. So if anyone has like friends at Twitter, there's a person whose account is Spxngbreak, the exact way I spell it, which is like either above or below, depending on where you're watching this. But they've never tweeted, but their picture is like Harry Styles or something. So if we can track them down and get them to give up their account, then I will literally be Spring Break everywhere. But yeah, an EP, a remixes EP to follow up, and I'm Spring Break on almost all the socials.